What's up, my nuggets? Mr. Phantasmo here. Had a weird zing to it, didn't it? Like a cheerleader or something. Give me an F, F. Give me a T, T. Give me a R, A, M. What's that spell? Bombs, bombs, bombs. Do you think there's ever been a team named the Bombs? I don't know. Might be taken. I don't know. I started with FT. I don't know. I don't know what does any word start with the letters F and then T? Maybe that. Maybe a sound effect starts with FT, but who am I to judge? Well, that's how they spell it, and their team name is the Bombs. So you might want to watch out because they're explosive and they're on the run and they're coming to a theater near you, court after court, year after year. We're winning the championship, bringing it home. So, go Bombs. You know, that reminds me of something. I feel like everything reminds me of something, but it just rattles my brain to a certain extent that makes words come out of my mouth. That's really what a remembrance? Yeah, a memory. Is there? Okay, never mind. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, team names. Okay, here is what I have decided from now on that it just makes perfect sense to do when I'm go to something where people are watching sports. Recently, I found myself going to parties and stuff, and hockey is always on. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the Detroit Red Wings are in like the Stanley Cup playoffs or whatever, and you know I live fairly close to Detroit. Kind of, not really. I mean, I'm in Ohio, so technically, isn't Ohio and Michigan, aren't they like supposed to be super rivals? I know they are in like football and basketball. I guess in hockey, it's just like, yeah, Michigan, because we're in Ohio, but we're supposed to hate Michigan, but it's okay. Maybe we've all found peace and love in sports. Anyways, for example, take a name like. No, I'm not going to use that reference because I don't know who the Red Wings are playing against, and I should know that because I've seen so many hockey games recently. I feel like it's overwhelming to me. Not that I have a problem with hockey. I never religiously watch any sport. I enjoy watching. I mean, I enjoy watching hockey. I never plop down in front of the TV and say, hey, I wonder if any hockey's on. Probably my favorite sport to watch is basketball, mostly due to the fact that I guess I played it, in my days of childness. Sorry, by the way, if this recording is crappy. I don't know why, but every once in a while, my PVR just says, "Yo, dude, I'm not gonna record this very well, but it's gonna be a pretty sweet game." So everybody's just gonna keep running through this door. You're just gonna spray them down, but it's gonna be spotty. It's gonna be static. It's gonna be it's gonna be like an old school television that you're looking through this from, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'll make sure and kill a lot of people during this game, and want to maybe save it for a commentary later. And me and my PVR, we get along. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes. So I'm at this hockey game. I watch football too. I watch basketball. Whatever. It doesn't matter. A lot of the times, I don't care who wins. I just want to see a good game. But I've found that if you're at the party and you're like, oh yeah, so you a Red Wings fan? If they say that and they have like a Red Wings shirt on, you say, yeah, I'm totally a Red Wings fan. But if they say that and they have just like this basic t-shirt on, or like a t-shirt that says, I'm not telling you what team I like, then sometimes you just don't know who to pick. So from now on, I'm always just going to pick the one that would win in a fight. And if you don't know what I mean about that, it's like, all right, let's say the Chicago Bulls are playing against, the Denver Broncos. Okay? So I, in my mind, would say, why is a basketball team playing against a football team, first of all? Maybe just the football team doesn't use padding, or the basketball team can have, weapons or something. I don't know. It'd be a weird sport, but let's just say, for some reason, that those teams intermingled and they fought against each other. And not fought, but they battled in a nice type sport way. So you have these two teams, and you have the Bulls and the Broncos, and the Broncos are like a horse, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's totally a horse. Like, ride that Bronco, like old time cowboy horse jazz. So in my mind, I'm gonna say, if I had a bull and a horse and I put them in a ring together, then who would win? And I think totally that might be a draw. I've never seen that. Okay, let's make a different. All right, the Blue Jays versus the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay Blue Jays. I don't know. Some baseball team. I don't really follow baseball that much. But there's a team with the Blue Jays, Carolina Panthers, a football team. Let's just say for some reason they decided, hey, let's go on the back nine and shoot some hoops. So they go. Who would I root for? Panthers all the way. Except for the Blue Jays might be able to fly away. Okay, maybe this theory wasn't as clean cut as I thought. I've only thought about it maybe 100 times in my head, but it's just it comes and goes. Thoughts just literally all the time. My mind just consists of thoughts that are running through my head, and they run straight to my brain, and then they run straight out, either through like sound waves from my brain, and they just like evaporate, or sometimes, like when I do a commentary, I'll take the first thought that runs through there and I trap it, and I clap it down, and I chain it up, and then I just talk about it for 20 minutes, and then I call it a commentary, and you guys are like, wow, this guy's retarded. So sorry, but I think that's good. But then you also have to think of teams like I'm a natural born Browns fan. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I always have been. I always will be. I was born into it. I didn't choose it, but I choose to acknowledge the fact that I am a Browns fan, and I also choose to eloquently celebrate every time they win, which is about once every year or so. But the cool thing about having your favorite team be a really crappy team is that every time they do win, it feels like they won the Super Bowl, and you can go out and party like crazy, and and then you can let someone else win the Super Bowl because it's okay. The Browns are generous like that. They could totally kill everybody, but they don't because they're a football team. So I don't know why I've been associating sports with murder so much. I promise I can't promise anything that's happening in my brain right now. But yeah, so you have a team like the Browns, then you never know. If you have a team, if you have the Browns versus the Pistons. By the way, I'm just making up a crazy bracket. This has to be some kind of playoffs where it doesn't matter what team you play, as long as you're a team with a weird name, you're getting put together. If you're a team with an animal name, you're getting put together. And that way, I bet I could predict who will win. Because if you have Browns versus the Pistons, a Piston, even though they have like a horse on their as their mascot, a Piston is like a piston, So it's like a car part. So you have a car part versus a color, the color brown, which I feel like if you're a color, you're not something that you want to mess with. You're a wild card. You are a little bit of the unknown, a little bit of mystery, and I'm not going to mess with you. So that is why I would go for the Browns if it was the Browns versus the Pistons. By the way, all of these outcomes that I have predicted are pretty accurate, and I want to say that if you have a bookie and you want to go lay down a little cash flow on the dollar line and let it ride, I won't hold it against you, and I won't even charge you any commish. It's all on the house. So this has been Sports Tips with Mr. Phantasmo, your cheerleader on the internet. So if you want to know more about sports, I don't know, you can just come over, put some hot dogs on, we can talk the talk. I'll probably never talk about sports again on my YouTube channel because I'm pretty sure I just ruined that. But hey, as always, stay lonely. Well, that's a weird way to end the commentary. Here, there, I just rewound. Who says stay lonely? Stay lonely. Stay lonely in your thoughts. Nope, you can't. There's no way you can twist "stay lonely" to make sense. All right. Maybe I should just end it like I normally do. Hey everyone, thanks for coming out, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, Nuggets.